Hey guys, my name is Ffion Rebecca and I'm going to tell you about my song Promises. Promises was a single that I had been sitting on for years. I've been sat on Promises for so long, meaning I'd written it, but I'd never released it. I'd never really shown it to any producers or taken it to a studio. I didn't even have it on a demo. I perform it live constantly. I've performed it with my band. I perform it acoustically. I'd never taken it to a studio. I'd never got a demo of it. When I joined HQ, which is the label that I'm with at the minute, I fell in love with the people and the atmosphere, the actual family environment of HQ. Everyone would do anything for anyone. I loved that. I absolutely adored that. So I thought, why don't I see what we can do with Promises? I'd got so close with the producer who's actually on there. I consider him one of my best friends. His name is Zach Joshua, and he is incredible. He's not only an incredible friend, but an incredible and amazing professional when it comes to music and producing. What is Promises about? Promises was written, like I said, 2 to 3 years ago, but I'd never released it. And it was about, at the time, I had a best friend who, we're still friends now, and we're still very close. Ow. Whacked my hand on the table. We had known each other since we were 4 years old. The story behind that basically is we were best friends, or close, when we were 4 years old, and we used to play in a park in Wales where my grandparents lived, and his grandparents lived there too. We used to play together in this park. He disappeared and I didn't see him again until loads of years later when I went for an open day at a college that I was going to. This guy, really tall guy, walked past me and I was just in awe because he was so tall, and I was looking, I was like, whoa, how are you even possible? How is that real? Ended up finding him on Facebook. Long story short, we found out that we were who we were, and that, he was my long lost best mate from Wales, and we just got close again and became really good friends. This song is actually about the day he told me he couldn't be my friend anymore because his girlfriend at the time didn't really like the idea of us being friends. So I wrote this song that somehow turned into a love song. I'm not too sure how it did, but it did. I thought maybe it's just because often when you write a song, you start with a story and then sometimes it can evolve into something that just fits the song a little bit better. So I think that's what happened with Promises. I sat down with Zach Joshua and I showed him this song and he loved it. We'd sent it off to Ainsley Lister, who was on guitar. He is an incredible guitarist. I adore everything he did. One of my favourite parts is the very end, which is the guitar riff. We had Ben Daddy on saxophone, who is, again, a very, very talented musician. And we had Michal on bass, who is actually a musician in HQ. He's an in-house musician. And he is, again, an incredible person as well with a musician. They're all amazing. And I had the privilege of being in the studio at the time. And then of course we had Andy on keys, and he again is a very, very talented musician. I'm so lucky to have so many talented people on this track, and I'm so grateful for everybody to be a part of it. I remember showing Andy the song and just saying to him, just do it, just go, do anything, whatever works, what you think feels right, do it. Because I have this big thing when I'm in the studio recording, I like to get the musicians to do their own thing. So I give them basically a guideline or a foundation of the basics that I want it to kind of sound like. I'm don't drift too far from the song, but just kind of do what feels right, improvise almost. Because I feel the best kind of music comes when the musician is inspired and just does what feels natural. And I was right, because what an incredible track. I'm so happy with it. It was released through HQ, which is my record label or management label. They're an incredible group of people. They'll do anything for you at all, anything you need, to the point where I'm at university. I'm currently studying at university right now. I'm in my 3rd year and my final year. And then when I finish and get my degree, I can go 100% into music, which I'm really, really looking forward to. But an example of that, my laptop shut down over lockdown, and all my work was on there for university, and I had a bit of a meltdown and a panic, and Yasin, my manager, came to the rescue with a full computer and a monitor for me to borrow while, I didn't have a computer to get my work done and to do music. He also lent me this amazing Aston mic for the whole of lockdown to actually do some recording. We've got a track coming out very soon called Sweet Like Candy, and the whole vocal on that was recorded from home over lockdown using this Aston mic. Literally me stood in a corner in my mum's bedroom in between these wardrobes, just stood there recording Sweet Like Candy, and I was actually writing it as well while I was doing it, which was really, really cool. But that will be the next one that's coming out, so make sure to stick around for that one. Not only have we got this amazing track with Promises, but we've got this really beautiful music video as well that was styled, directed by the beautiful Sally Ann Kirk, and it was also filmed and edited by Conrad Smart. They're both so amazing. They're such amazing people, and I know I use that quite a lot with everyone, but I couldn't even be more real about it. Everybody that's been involved in this track, I adore them all for lots of different reasons, but I adore them all. They are incredible in their own way, and without them I would not have been able to do this, and I'm so grateful. You can go and watch the YouTube video now. It is on my YouTube, Ffion Ffion Rebecca. You can go check that out. It's on all of my social medias, so make sure to give it that a follow. And thank you so much to Music of the Future for having me and for featuring my track on your wonderful channel. I'm so glad that you guys enjoy it, and I'm really appreciative.